नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृतं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताका स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तविंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. So we are reading from Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter 1, and chapter name the chapter is Spiritual Masters. So before that, I just want to give some introduction about Chaitanya Charitamrita. When I was reading, I was going through this, thinking about like name is Chaitanya Charitra Amrit. What is Chaitanya? Chaitanya means life, which we have in our heart, like super soul, right? Chaitanya. And Charitra means biography, and Amrit means nectar, which we are relishing every day. So Krishnaraj Kaviraj Goswami wrote this Chaitanya Charitamrita to give us Vrajalila, to give us the essence of that Vrajalila when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in this Kali Yuga. And we are so fortunate. It was just more than 500 years just passed. So very close. So very fortunate souls we are. We should take lot of advantage. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna um, explained Arjun like we are not body, we are soul, right? And what he said, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Raja Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Moksha Ishyami Masucha. So that he just stopped on dharma, like Sarva Dharma. And then Srimad Bhagavatam started. When Krishna left this planet, Srimad Bhagavatam started. Like Shukadev Goswami narrated this Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj. So that also first verse starts with dharma, and where it ends at Nama Sankirtanam yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam Pranama Dukkha Shamnas Tannamami Harim Param. So that Nam Sankirtan. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came after like when 500, more than 500 years back, maybe 550 or like that. So he came, and what he gave? Nam Sankirtan. So it is a connection like Bhagavad Gita, then Srimad Bhagavatam. So Bhagavad Gita, every day we are reading, so popular, right? What that is a manual of our life, how to live our life. That is Bhagavad Gita. Srimad Bhagavatam, it's a Pibata Bhagavatam Rasmalayam. So we are hearing that Bhagavatam through our ears, and it going to our heart, and we are relishing that. And then Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnaraj Kaviraj Goswami, he heard Vrindavan Thakurdas also, he read Chaitanya Bhagavat, and then Krishnaraj Kaviraj Goswami, he was 90 years old, and his hands were trembling, but he wrote this such a beautiful. Why? Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to give this nectar to us so that we will understand. Because see, by Vedic Bhakti, we can just go to Vaikuntha, like Gaurnara, and we can go there. But to enter to Goloka Dham, Braj Leela, we have to relish that. And he wrote for us. So each word from Chaitanya Charitamrita, it's so like nectar. It name itself is nectar. So we have to just relish. So thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving me this opportunity so that it's for my purification. I am not qualified to talk about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Charitamrita, but thank you so much. for giving us this opportunity and motivating us to read. Because when we have to give class, we go through each word, we listen different lectures, and we do deep study. Otherwise, we are just hearing and forgetting. But this is really like relishing when we read whatever Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, or this Chaitanya Charitamrita, right? So thank you so much for that, and thank you everyone for joining. And let's start with the verse number 56, chapter 1, and chapter name is Spiritual Master. Yeah. Okay. So we'll read the verse and then we'll go step by step. एतावत् एवाजिना जिज्ञासां तत्त्वजिज्ञासुनात्मना अन्वया व्यतिरेक्याभ्यां यत्स्यात् सर्वत्र सर्वदा एतावत् एव जिज्ञासां तत्त्वजिज्ञासुनात्मना अन्वया व्यतिरेक्याभ्यां यत स्यात् सर्वत्र सर्वदा एतावत् एव जिज्ञासा तत्त्वजिज्ञासुनात्मना अन्वयावति प्रेक्याभ्यां यत स्यात् सर्वत्र सर्वदा. The word to word translation. Etavad, up to this, eva certainly, jignasam, to be inquired about, tattva, of the absolute truth, jignasuna, by the student, atmana, of the self, anvaya, directly, vyatirekyabhyam, and indirectly, yet whatever sat it may be, sarvatra, everywhere, sarvada, always. The translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. A person interested in this transcendental knowledge must therefore always directly or indirectly inquire about it to know the all-pervading truth. So we'll seek the blessing from our acharyas in our parampara. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितमेन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताका स्वामिनिति नामिने. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने. नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. So thank you everyone. Thank you so much. So Niru Mataji, you want to read the purport, first paragraph?
Sure. Those who are serious about the knowledge of the transcendental world, which is far beyond the material cosmic creation, must approach a bona fide spiritual master to learn the science both directly and indirectly. One must learn both the means to approach the desired destination and hindrance to such a progress. The spiritual master knows how to regulate the habits of neophyte disciple. Therefore, serious student must learn the science in all its aspects from him. Okay. You want to go ahead and you want to explain?
I want to explain first and then we'll go again. Okay, Mataji, thank you so much for reading. So here we are talking about the gurus. So what does it mean, guru? We are always saying guru. Every time we say about guru, right? What does it mean, guru? And our Mangalarti also starts with Guru, like Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindam. We don't pray to Krishna directly. First, we start with the Mangalarti like Sansara Dava and Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindam. Even we seek the blessing like Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana. So, Guru is he is not the ordinary person. He is a representative of Krishna. Krishna is pervading all everywhere, but we are not seeing him directly. So he comes in the form of Guru for us fallen people. So Guru is who is taking from Andhakar to light, Jyotirmay, Tamsoma Jyotirmay, means from Agyan to knowledge. So we have to understand what Guru is and bona fide Guru. In our parampara, we have bona fide spiritual masters because it's coming from parampara. They are not just saying, okay, this is my words. No, they are following their Guru. Yesterday we had like Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj disappearances. So nice glorification. Like all devotees were just talking about him. And because we cannot repay also what he gave, right? He gave us Srila Prabhupada, and Srila Prabhupada gave such a wonderful parampara to us, like this Prabhupada moment. Every day, like we are seeing, right? Because COVID started, every day we are getting so much knowledge. Like Simeshwar Prabhuji started this forum, evening class, and we did Bhagavad Gita, then um, nectar of devotion, nectar of inspection, etiquettes, and now this Chaitanya Charitamrita. So nice, right? Because of Guru, right? So what we say, Guru even in Srimad Bhagavatam, we have seen like Devhuti, Mother Devhuti. She is also very elevated soul, but she just surrendered to her own serving because she knew he is the supreme personality of Godhead. Kardamuni was living for the forest. He is the supreme personality of Godhead. So she was seeking knowledge. She asked so many questions, and he described all her questions, and finally she was pacified. Like our Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 3 is going on, right? We are Canto 4. We are doing every morning. So, like this, we have to submissively, like in Bhagavad Gita, what say tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnane sevaya. Upadekshanti te jnanam jnanina tattvadarshana. Tattvadarshana means we have to go to that tattvadarshana, guru, bona fide spiritual master. And here they, like previous verses, he talk. It's not like only Diksha Guru. There are different Guru. Chaitya Guru means Chaitanya is Krishna. He is in our heart, but we cannot see because we are not there. We don't have that divine eyes. We cannot talk like Prabhupada used to talk. But Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru, and Diksha Guru also we cannot meet every day, right? In Bapu form. But Shiksha Gurus, they are always around us. We are getting Shiksha from our children, from our congregation, wherever we go. If we are getting some knowledge about Krishna, absolute truth from anyone, they are our Shiksha Guru. And that time, how sometimes people ask question in Katha, how we'll understand Krishna is giving us answer. So he says, Krishna is giving answer through devotee's mouth. So they are our Shiksha Guru. Sometimes when we have some problems and we talk with our seniors, and that one sentence that makes our life totally change, right? So that Krishna is talking through this Shiksha Guru, through mouth of Shiksha Guru. So they are very important, very, very important. Mother Devi, even Arjuna also surrendered to Krishna, right? Shishtestam Shadi Mama Prapanna. Means I am totally surrendered. Whatever you say now, I will do. And he become a victorious, like so glorious. So we had to understand the position of bona fide spiritual masters and initiation. In ISKCON, we take initiation. Initiation means what? Starting. It's not like, oh, we took initiation, now it's done. That is the starting. We have to start from that point because he regulates our life. When he gives the mala, our Guru Master, Guru Maharaj gives the mala, we have to take an oath for the four principles like no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex, and uh, uh, no um, so four regulatory principles we just took a oath. So from that point it starts our spiritual path, and that is the main thing. So he regulates our life and our life become discipline. So they are talking about, and our chapter is also spiritual master. So who wants to go for next one? Because we had to cover a lot of things. We can talk a lot about Guru, but we had to talk about other things also. Who wants to go? Anybody wants to read? Anjana Mataji, Ashish Prabhuji, Ramakrishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Anybody wants to read?
I'm happy to read it. They are
Okay,
eating, most probably.
okay, Mataji, you can.
These are different grades and standards of prosperity. The standard of comfort and happiness convinced by a common man engaged in a material labor is the lowest grade of the happiness, for it is a relationship with the body. The highest standard of such a bodily comfort is achieved by fruity worker, who by pious activity reaches the plane of heaven or the kingdom of creative gods with their delegated powers. But the conception of comfortable life is a heaven is insignificant in comparison to the happiness enjoyed in the impersonal Brahman. And this Brahmananda, the spiritual bliss derived from the impersonal Brahman, is like the water in the hoof print of a calf compared to the oceans of love of the Godhead. When one develops pure love for the Lord, he derives an oceans of transcendental happiness from the association of the personality of Godhead
Please
to the
mute.
to
Hare
qualify
Krishna
oneself to
Mataji.
reach this stage of life is the highest perfection. Hare
Okay.
Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. So, what in this material world, right? We are in this material world, and we are doing activities, fruity activities. Mostly, like family life, we are doing fruity activities only. But once we understand this realization about absolute truth, so what happens when we are doing some karma, like we are accumulating good karma or bad karma, but it has like everybody wants something out of that. That is called fruity activity. And then accumulates. When we are not thinking, we are not doing for the pleasure of Krishna, then it accumulates. And we have that sat karma. So where we'll reach to heaven. But that is also not permanent place, right? One day we have to come back. But when we go to Golok Dham, when we are doing for the pleasure of Krishna, then only we can reach to Golok Dham. Means absolute. Here also we can feel, sometimes we feel when we are doing for the pleasure of Krishna, everything, all the activities we can just do for the pleasure of Krishna, and then there is no binding. Like how people are going to heaven. Normally people say Swargavasi. Swargavasi means they know some pious activities they did, they have some Sukruti, and they will go to Swarga, right? Heaven. But how to understand this? Like we go some for vacation somewhere, 2 3 days, and we book the hotel, and that much credit is there. And after 3 days, then they we cannot stay like that. In Swarga also, in heaven also, same thing happens. But in Golok Dham, here also, how we feel like that when we hear about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, all are so ultimate, so amazing. When we hear, we feel like we are in Golok Dham. In the association of devotees, like Kartik month, every day we were having our Damodar Ashtakam, even these classes also. We are just like a conversation, discussion, and we are learning so many things. And just association of our congregation, wherever chanting or kirtan programs or our events, even yesterday's our Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj glorification. So we forget everything. We feel like we are in Golok Dham. So what they are saying, it is like when we have that realization, this ocean, this Bhavasagar is ocean of misery, always sorrow, something is there in this mundane nature, right? This mundane material world. Wherever we go, we will not get happiness. It's like mirage, like illusion. When we go on the road, like summertime, we see water there, right? We feel like there is a water, but when we go closer, there is no water. Like this, Maya, material things always making us like, oh, it looks good, but the output is not good. But when we have that realization, that this ocean of miseries, it becomes like a hoop of calf when she walks there and make a footprint. Little, it's just like little, and it fills with the water. So we can cross very easily. Like that, this Bhausagar we can cross very easily with the mercy of Guru, because we are talking about Guru. So next paragraph, anybody wants to read, or I will go because we have very less time. We have to finish two verses.
I'll do it, Mataji.
Okay, Prabhuji, please.
One should try to purchase a ticket to go back home, back to Godhead. The price of such a ticket is one's intense desire for it, which is not easily awakened. Even if one continuously performs pious activities for thousands of lives, uh, all all mundane relationships are sure to be broken in the course of time, but once one establishes a relationship with the personality of Godhead in a particular rasa, it is never to be broken even after the annihilation of the material world. Should I continue,
Oh,
Mataji?
no, no, Prabhuji. I will just explain.
Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So here, Srila Prabhupada is telling we should have intense desire to go to back to Godhead. Why? Because that is the ultimate thing. That should be our goal in our life. But how to do that? See, he is saying purchase a ticket to go back. So purchase. Let's say when we have to go to California or Florida or somewhere like India, so we have to buy a ticket, right? And then we pay money. So for California, Florida less, then California more, for India, then going to heaven, right? Or go then Brahmaloka and like this. So we had to purchase ticket. So we had to pay something, right, for that ticket. And Golok Dham is the topmost of all, right? So there we had to go. So what we had to purchase? He is talking about purchase the ticket. Every time we hear like that, when we come to ISKCON, right? We are just uh, they say we got the visa, means permanent. Like we will get, definitely will get. It will take time for us for like one bar, two bars, but definitely will go back to Godhead. So Srila Prabhupada is mentioning here, purchase the ticket means that ticket is our Harinam, Harinam in Golok Dham chart. What they say, they showed. See, we can go to Ayodhya Dham, Saket Dham, then Vaikuntha Dham, there, but Golok Dham, how to reach that? Everywhere it's written like Harina, our Mahamantra. So we have to have so strong desire with the Mahamantra, like Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, Haridas Thakur, they were chanting 64 and he wanted to cover like 1 billion rounds. Even rain was dripping from his ceiling. He kept umbrella, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, 10 years, and he was sitting under umbrella and he was chanting. So we should have that much intense desire. Oh, I could not finish my rounds. I have to finish. Srila Prabhupada said, if you didn't finish, finish. Don't sleep. Before sleeping, you have to finish. That much intensity we should have. And he is saying, then only, even after annihilation also of this material world, our soul will be always with Krishna. So such a nice, right? Prabhupada is giving so beautifully, explaining everything. So we should understand all these things. So who wants to go next? Haribol.
I can write, Mataji, if you want.
Okay. Or anybody wants to? Or I.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes,
Okay,
I can
Anjana
read.
Mata, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hanji, Hanji.
One should understand from there.
One should.
Yeah, one should understand.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Yes, one should understand through the transparent medium of the spiritual master that the Supreme Lord exists everywhere in his transcendental spiritual nature, and that the living entities' relationships with the Lord are directly and indirectly existing everywhere, even in this material world. In the spiritual world, there are five kinds of relationships with the Supreme Lord: Santa, Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya. The perverted reflections of these rasas are found in the material world. Land, home, furniture, and other inert material objects are related in Santa, or the neutral and silent sense, whereas servants work in the Dasya relationship. The reciprocation between friends is called Sakhya. The affection of a parent for a child is known as Vatsalya, and the affairs of conjugal love constitute Madhurya. These five relationships in the material world are distorted reflections of the original pure sentiments which should be understood and perfected in relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master. In the material world, the perverted rasas bring frustration. If these rasas are re-established with Lord Krishna, the result is eternal, blissful life. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So here in this paragraph, Srila Prabhupada is mentioning about the rasas. We always talk about like five rasas are there: Shantaras, Dasyaras, then Sakhyaras, and Vatsalaras and Madhuryaras. So this total full chapter is like spiritual masters, right? So how to connect this? It's showing the um, because of spiritual masters, we can understand, we can relish all these rasas. Krishna also came on this planet to enjoy all the rasas, and Chaitanya Charitamrita here, these rasas, Krishnaraj Kaviraj Goswami, he mentioned about these mellows, right? These rasas, how we can relish, how we'll understand. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita, all these Goswamis, they gave us such a wonderful knowledge, nectar of devotion, nectar of instruction. So many, like even Krishnaraj Kaviraj Goswami wrote Govinda Damodara Madhaveti and Gopi Geet, so many. So we are relishing that all these rasa through spiritual masters, because Goswamis, they are our acharyas. Acharya means they also they followed us, and now we are going behind on their footprints. So he is talking like Srila Prabhupada is mentioning through bona fide spiritual masters, we can relish this rasa, we can understand this rasa. So we'll go one by one this rasa. So Shantaras. So anybody knows what is Shantaras? Who is the, which is the example of Shantaras? Can anybody quote that
The
example?
Santaras in spiritual world is a Krishna's flute, Krishna's necklace,
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. Thank
flowers. They
Yeah.
are the Santaras in
So
spiritual world.
yeah, so his own brother Sankarshan, Balaram, like he is Dham, like he is bed Sheshnag, Ananta Shesh, he is bed for Krishna, like Vishnu, right? He is Dham, Vrindavan Dham for him. Everything like Mridanga, Karta, like necklace, everything, whatever we have, Shantaras, but in the service of Krishna. So in our home also here there's a furniture, means they are not moving, they are shant, but we can use all this in like service of Krishna. So we should relate to our life also. Whatever scripture we are reading, so we should also have our like realization. So all these rasas, like Balaram become everything for Krishna. So we can also make our house, everything, whatever we have, our vehicle, like Yukta Vairagya. Niru Mataji was asking initially about Yukta Vairagya. What is Yukta Vairagya? Yukta Vairagya means we have house, we have vehicles, we have nice garment. So use for the service of Krishna. Dress up nicely so that Krishna gets dress up nicely when we go in front of him. They also want to see Radha and Krishna. They also want to see our devotee dress up nicely, dancing nicely, right? So we want to give pleasure to them. So for that, we have to also use our all this Yukta Vairagya means whatever we have use for this. They make rasgulla, gulab jam, offer. We also eat and give to the neighbors, everyone, like in the office. So we can do anything, right? So we have to use that nicely, Shantaras. And then Dasyaras. So which is the example of Dasyaras? Yeah, we have to finish quickly. Yeah. So,
Sridham, Sudama,
yeah, and
all this.
even in Ram Avatar, Hanumanji also. Hanumanji, I want to share with that story. It's really very nice story. So everybody got the seva, everybody got, and Hanumanji came and he said, then everybody was saying, there is no seva for you. Then Hanumanji, he is the very intelligent, right? He said, I know there is one seva left. That if Bhagwan Ram will yawn, then who will do chutki like this? So I will take that seva. And he took that seva because, see, we don't know when will yawn and he will come and say, so 24 by 7 he will be with Bhagwan Ram. So Dasya Bhav, we should have that bhav always. If we get service, sometimes somebody is assigned to the class and they could not show up, then service comes, but because of some other reasons we cannot do. But if seva comes, Amritananda Prabhuji always takes that seva, or Simeshwar Prabhuji, they are taking that. So we should be always in that seva bhav. If from temple somebody calls, oh Mataji or Prabhuji, can you come? We have this seva. So we should be always ready. Otherwise, what happens? I always experience that. We say, Prabhuji, I have this work. So what happens? That seva also is gone, and material thing also doesn't work. But when we accept the seva of the temple, we go, we take time, we go, we do that seva, and our material things also taken care. So it is always like this. So we should also have that seva bhav. And then Sakhya Bhav is means friendship. So Arjun is the, I will go fast now because time is running out. So Arjun is having Sakhya Bhav, even Sakhas, like all Gopas, like all these Vrindavan, even associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sakhya Bhav, friendship. When we have relationship with Krishna, so Krishna reciprocates whatever we have, like tamam prapadyante, whatever bhav we have. If we have relationship with Krishna as a friend, he also reciprocates same thing. If we have, like next is Vasalya, Yashoda Maya, right? She was 24 by 7 thinking for Krishna because mother has unconditional love, right? Unmotivational, which she will think for, we are also mother, so we are always thinking for our children. What should I make? How can our make our children happy, and how to make them Krishna conscious? So Yashoda Maya, even she was queen, she was making butter, churning butter for him, and singing his glories, thinking about Krishna. So we should also have that bhav, that Vatsalya bhav for Krishna. Means whatever we are doing job, we are cleaning our house, we are cooking, or even sleeping also, we can say, okay, I will relax and then I will charge up in the morning, fresh and charge up, so I can do more seva. So always 24 by 7, we can just think about Krishna. So Vatsalya Bhava, so like a child. Krishna is my little baby and I am doing everything. Even Jagannath ji also, sometimes we feel like, oh, I am making my Jagannath ji, I am making for him. Like this, we can have that Vatsalya Bhava. And this is coming through our scripture only. This Guru, what our Guru is giving. When we listen our Guru Maharaj lecture or our seniors lecture, different kathas and all that. So how this is coming through the spiritual master, our bona fide spiritual masters only, Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru. Diksha Guru also, but we get very rare like contact. We come in contact with Guru Maharaj very rarely, like. But Shiksha Gurus, they are always around us and our congregation, always they are. Anytime we can call if we have some question and we can discuss. So so nice. And Madhurya bhav is the ultimate, like Gopi's bhav, and the highest Gopi is Srimati Radharani, Madhurya. And Madhurya ras has all these rasas together, because Madhurya is um, like containing like Sakhya, Dasya, Shanta, all rasas are there. So that's why Srimati Radharani is the top most like devotee, or she is always holding a garland and like offering even that nectar of devotion. The front page is that cover is like offering flowers at Krishna's lotus feet. So Madhuri is the ultimate, and these are coming through our Guru only. So we are talking about Guru. So I am just relating everything with the bona fide spiritual master. And then we will get bliss always. If we have these mellows in our heart for Krishna, then we will be always blissful. We don't have to hanker for anything. So thank you so much. And next one, who wants to go? It's a big one. Then we have to take, because 15 minutes only left. Anybody wants to go, or should I?
I can go, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji, please.
From this and the preceding three verses.
Yeah, Mataji.
From this and the preceding three verses of the Chaitanya Charitamrita, which have been selected from Srimad Bhagavatam, the missionary activities of Lord Chaitanya can be understood. Srimad Bhagavatam has 18,000 verses, which are summarized in four verses, beginning with Aham Evasam Evagre and concluding with Yat Syat Sarvatra Sarvada. In the first three verses, 50 to 50, 1 minute, I can't see, 53, the transcendental nature of Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is explained. The second verse, 54, further explains that the Lord is detached from the workings of the material energy Maya. The living entities, although parts and parcel of Lord Krishna, are prone to be controlled by the external energy. Therefore, they are spiritual. In the material world, they are encased in bodies of material energy. The eternal relationship of the living entities with the Supreme Lord is explained in that verse. The next verse, 55, instructs the Supreme Personality of Godhead by his inconceivable energies is simultaneously one with and different from the living entities and the material energy. This knowledge is called Achintya Bheda Tattva. When an individual living entity surrenders to the Supreme Lord Krishna, he can then develop natural transcendental love for him. This surrendering process should be the primary concern of a human being. In the next verse, 56, it is said that a conditioned soul must ultimately approach a bona fide spiritual master and try to understand perfectly the material and spiritual worlds with his own existential position. Here the words Anvaya Vyaktri Triyave Vakvyaktri Tapayam.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think I messed it up.
Yeah,
Directly and indirectly suggests that one must learn the process of devotional service in its two aspects, and one must directly execute the process of devotional service and indirectly avoid the impediments to progress. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, we'll go quickly because we have to go to next one. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, like Chaturshloki Brahma, Krishna gave the four verses to Brahma, and then he asked him to create material nature and all that. So we'll not go in there so detail. I will just talk about Chinta Bheda Bheda and other things. So then after that, 4 verses he gave. Then he told to Narad Muni, and then Narad Muni gave to Vyas Dev, and Vyas Muni expanded that Srimad Bhagavatam, and we are releasing that Srimad Bhagavatam every morning, right? Srimad Bhagavatam, beautiful, like Canto 4 is going on. Mother Devahuti and Kapil Muni Samvad, like conversation between mother and son, and so amazing. So we know all this material nature, how it created and whatever. But Krishna, he see Brahma created everything, but that was still. And then Vishnu glance on that. Krishna glance on that, and then that time factor added to that, and then Mahat Tattva, 24 elements. So we'll not go in details. I wanted to, but now I don't have time for the next verse. So um, and then he glanced, and it started moving. So Krishna is everywhere. We are saying that there is internal energy. Krishna has internal energy. There's marginal energy and external energy. External energy is material world. Internal is spiritual world, and marginal energy. We are there. What should be our desire? We should not pray. Maya is always ready to capture. So if we move here, Maya will take it, but always incline to internal energy. And how we'll get through our gurus, what we got these regulations, rules and regulations, principles, and all that. And Achinta Bheda Bhed, Achinta Bheda Bhed Tattva is Srila Prabhupada quoted very nice example. There is a tree, and there is a green color, like all leaves, and green color parrot is there. So if unless you just feel like find very carefully the it is merged, because of that color it is merged, that bird is merged. But when you see there, then there is a parrot, so we can decide the avya anvaya vyatirekya means achinta bheda bhed. So he is there is oneness. He is pervading in each heart, like Shirodaksha Vishnu, right? He is there in each heart of living entities, each molecule, atoms, everywhere. But he is not getting any contamination. What karma we are doing, whatever activities are, he is drishta, he is witness for everything. He is oneness is there, he is inside, but still he is distinct. Always, sarvada and sarvatra, everywhere he is there. Only we don't have that divine eye, that's why we cannot see. But he is everywhere. That oneness is there, but still distinct. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave that principle, Achinta Bheda Bhed. So we don't have time to discuss too much. So we'll go to next one because time is running out. So next verse I will read quickly, and then we'll talk about that. चिन्तामणिर्जयति सोमा गिरिर्गुरुर्मे शिक्षा गुरुश्च भगवान् श्रीकिपिञ्च मौली यत्पदा कल्पतरु पल्लव शेखरेषु लीला स्वयंवरं रसं लभते जय श्री. So we'll not go to word translation, we'll go fast. All glories to the translation and divine purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. All glories to Chintamani and my initiating spiritual master, Somagiri. All glories to my instructing spiritual master, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who wears peacock feathers in his crown, under the shade of his lotus feet, which are like desired trees. Jai Shri Radharani enjoys the transcendental melody of eternal concept. Purport. This verse is from the Krishna Karnamrit, which was written by great Vaishnava sannyasi named Bilva Mangala Thakur, who is known as a Lilasuka. He intensely desired to enter into the eternal pastimes of the Lord, and he lived at Vrindavan for 700 years in the vicinity of Brahmakunda, a still existing bath tank in Vrindavan. The history of Bilva Mangala Thakur is given in a book called Sri Vallabha Dikvijay. He appeared in the 88th century of the Shaka era in the province of Dravida and was the chief disciple of Vishnu Swami. In the list of temples and monasteries, kept in the Shankaracharya's monastery in Dwarka. Bilva Mangala Thakur is mentioned as the founder of Dwarkadish temple there. He entrusted the service of deities to Hari Brahmachari, a disciple of Vallabha Bhatta. So I will read and then we'll discuss. The Bilvamanagara Thakur actually entered into the transcendental pastime of Lord Krishna. He has recorded his transcendental experiences and appreciation in the book known as Krishna Karnamrita. In the beginning of the book, he offered his obeisances to his different gurus, and it is noted that he has adorned them all equally. The first spiritual master mentioned in Chintamani, who was one of the instructing spiritual master because she first showed him the spiritual path. Chintamani was a prostitute with whom Bilva Mandara Thakur was intimate earlier in his life. She gave him the inspiration to begin on the path of devotional service. And because she convinced him to give up the material existence to try to for perfection by loving Krishna, he has first offered his respect to her. Next, he offers his respect to his initiating uh, spiritual master Somagiri, and then to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who was also his instructing spiritual master. He explicitly mentioned Bhagwan, who has peacock feather on his crown, because the Lord of Vrindavan, Krishna, the cowherd boy, used to come to Bilvamangala to talk with him and supply him with milk. In his adoration of Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, he stated that Jayashri, the goddess of fortune, Srimati Radharani, takes shelter in the shade of his lotus feet to enjoy the transcendental rasa of nuptial love. The complete treatise, the Krishna Karnamrita, is dedicated to the transcendental pastime of Sri Krishna and Srimati Radharani. It is the book to be read and understood by the most elevated devotees of Sri Krishna. So in this, he is Bilva Mangal Thakur, who is the founder of Dwarkadish temple they mentioned, but I will just share his story. Bilva Mangal Thakur was from good family, very nice family, but he was very much attracted to the prostitute. Her name was Chintamani. And he was always eager to meet her. Every day he used to go spend time with her, right? And one day, what happened? His father passed away, and there was a procession, like a funeral and all these things. And he was so eager to go. He was not like sad for his father, but so much attachment for that Chintamani. And he was asking that priest also, who was doing all this ritual, can you do please fast like this? He was not willing to stay also there for his own father's funeral. But finally, funeral was over and he started going. And there was a river. He has to cross the river. And there was a storm. But it was dark. So he crossed, he got something and he crossed the river and then he reached. And she was on the second floor. So he thought like there is a rope. He climbed holding that rope and he entered to her room. And Chintamani said, she thought he will not come today because so much storm. His father also died, but he entered and he was like so much eager to meet her, like so much lust, right? And then she said, uh, "Why? Which kind of person you are? Your father died and you came all the way. And how did you come? It's so dark. How did you cross the river?" And when they next day, when they saw that there was a dead body. He thought it's a boat, like she sent boat for me, and he just crossed the river. And that rope was that was a snake. And she said, "Which kind of person you are?" She was chastising like anything. She said that if you had this kind of attachment for lotus feet of Krishna, you would have got him. Now what you are getting, and that he got the renunciation, like that sentence hurt him inside. And then he decided to go to Vrindavan. And he went to Vrindavan. So, and then he was doing all this austerity there in Vrindavan. So, chanting continuously. And he was doing all whatever, like Vrindavan, normally what we do in Dham. He was chanting, eating less, and all that. So, one day, what happened? It happened one beautiful lady. She was going to get water from the river, Yamuna river. And he saw, like, see, humans are always like this. We have, our senses are always like hankering for something. So her beauty captured him again, and then he was going behind her, and she knew he is coming behind me. And she was also devotee and wife of devotee. She went home, and he was following her. And then she went inside and she told her husband. Her husband was very nice. He was like a devotee, and he rang the bell. Means he rang the door, like he just asked, like, open the door, and he came out, and he asked, I want to meet your wife in secluded place. Then that that person was also, oh, you are my atithi, whatever you want, I will fulfill your wish. And then he asked him to sit inside, and he told his wife, you get ready nicely. And she got ready, nicely dressed, and nicely, like, very nicely dressed up. And she came out. He went. Her husband went out, and then when he came in front of her, looking at her beauty, but see, association of devotee, how it matters, because they were devotee. And then he felt like, what kind of person I am. And then he asked the hairpin from that Somagiri, and he took that hairpin and he poked his eyes, and he became blind. After that, because he said, he thought these senses, eyes, are making me like falling down. So he just poked the pin in his eyes, and he became blind. And then he wrote all these things, uh, what we are reading now about Bilva Mangaladham. Govinda Damodara Madhavati Gopi is so nice about Vrindavan Dham, all this Leela and all that. So he became a great devotee. And then Krishna knows, right? When our, what kind of our intention, he changed from such a fallen soul, he became so uh, big, very great devotee. So Krishna used to come like a cowherd boy and bringing pot of milk for every day for him. And because he was blind, he could not see, but he could understand he is Krishna, and he wanted to touch him, he wanted to hug him, but Krishna was not coming. Then he was saying, you can go away from me, but you are already in my heart. So how can you go? How can you escape from my heart? Show me you can escape from my heart. So such a nice conversation also they have. And here last they are talking about Radharani, right? She is the ultimate last one. So I heard, or I don't know, I heard somewhere. So in Vaikuntha, Sahasra Lakshmis are there, like serving Vishnu always. But that is, they are also not great, like, who are like 16,108 wives in Dwarka. And more than that, gopis in Vrindavan. They are amazing. Their what they are doing, their bhav, everything, whatever they are doing, yeah, they are coming complaining to Yashoda Maya, but behind also that, what they wanted Krishna come and steal butter. They will purposely, they will say, oh, I kept that butter there, so that Krishna will hear, and they will all these mandali will come and steal my butter. So their bhav is totally different. Gopis, everything is like for Krishna. Krishna is mine. No, Lakshmis are there, but they are, oh, husband. There is some limitations, right? Even Lakshmi in Vaikuntha, like they are at the lotus feet, but still there is limitation. Even wives also, they have limitation, but gopis, their bhav is totally different. So amazing, like, so ultimate. We should have that kind of bhav always for Krishna, right? So that bhav we should also develop. And the top most gopi is Radharani, Srimati Radharani, Jai Shri. They say the name of Radharani, Jai Shri. And here they mention about the peacock feather. So peacock feather, why Krishna always wears peacock feather? There is a reason for that. Oh, he gives so much respect to peacock because the progeny of peacock, they don't get by contact. They get by, like, when there are clouds, dark clouds in the sky, and peacock dances so much, and then tears come from his eyes, and that tears that peahen, she drinks that and she gets the baby. So Yogeshwar, we always say Krishna is Yogeshwar. He was having 16,108 wives, but still his name is Yogeshwar. So there is a very beautiful story I just want to share and just wrap up, right? So one day all gopis, they wanted to take prasadam for Durvasa Rishi and to cross the Yamuna river. And they went to Krishna. We had to take this prasad to Durvasa Muni, and how to cross. He said, okay, tell Yamuna river, like Kalindi, she is also wife of Krishna, right? So tell her Krishna is Yogeshwar. So all gopis were laughing. You have so many 16,108 wives, and you are saying like you are Krishna, Yogeshwar. But they say, okay, we'll try. They went and they say, if Krishna is Yogeshwar, then just brahmachari with that, if he is. So you give the path, and Yamuna river gave the path, and they just cross the river. So he is Yogeshwar, and that's why he is holding. And especially they mention in the Srila Prabhupada mention that feather, the Krishna with the feather on his crown. So that Yogeshwar, we are thinking about that Yogeshwar. So wonderful all these verses. In Bilva Mangal Thakur, we have, so he is also praising his guru, right? Because of Chintamani and Somgiri, his life totally changed. So we had to also think, like always, if we are not having guru, we should aspire for guru. And I just want to share my realization in my life. I used to have like Path Pratarshak Guru who just connected me to this ISKCON before 1 year before his departure. And I was very close to him. And he was from very small village, and every year they were having Bhagavad Saptaha, that Vaishak Purnima comes, they were having that week Bhagavad Saptaha. And as a disciple, like always, I was having very close relationship, like brother. Like I was always saying, "You are my Krishna," because whatever problem, everything I was sharing with him, and we were fortunate to sponsor something for Bhagavad Saptaha and other things also, like Bhagavad Gita Gyan Yagya they were having for poor people in the village, and food and everything. So one day when we moved to New Jersey, we were supposed to go to Texas or California, but how Krishna brought us here because of his Guru's mercy. And then we came, and that time the Bhagavad Saptaha was going on. It was like July, August, that time only it comes, no? Vaishak Purnima, June, July, I think. And then I was talking every Thursday, and today is also Thursday, and talking about Guru. I used to talk every Thursday with him. And that day I called him, and Bhagavad was going on. And I was not knowing at all about Bhagavad Katha. And he said, see, Bhagavad Sapta is going on, Bhagavad Katha is going on. And then I said, what is Bhagavad Katha? And then he laughed that time. And after that, I got connected to ISKCON. I came to know about Krishna, all these Bhagavad Katha, everything. We got such a treasure. Like before that, we are not knowing anything, and now every day we are adding the values in our directory, right? And that from that point, every day, 24/7, we are in that consciousness about Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, now Chaitanya Charitamrita. It's so amazing. So it's a mercy of Guru, and I feel that my Guru Maharaj, how he connected to Krishna, how he connected us to ISKCON, and such a wonderful congregation. And all these our Shiksha Gurus, right? Madhupati Prabhuji, Krishna Namananda Prabhuji, Simeshwar Prabhuji, Amritananda Prabhuji, from everyone we are getting so many things. Amritananda Prabhuji just motivated us. And first lecture I gave him, just Bhakti Viksha. And then he recommended, he told everyone, like, and this is really like Guru, what Guru is doing in our life. Our life is changing every moment. So, spiritual master, Shiksha Guru, not about Diksha Guru only, but Shiksha Guru. Diksha Guru is always blessing. He is always looking at us and he is always blessing. But Shiksha Guru, continuously we have Shiksha Gurus around us. So we should take advantage and serve them nicely and make everybody's life blissful, happy. So this is Guru's Mahima. And book distribution also going on, like Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He was carrying books for Bhakti Vinod Thakur. So we should also have that always take books, take Bhagavad Gita, distribute or give gifts to clients also wherever we go, colleagues, even Americans also. We just ask them, it's a good luck. Keep in your shelf. They are happy. They don't think like, will not think, will not take or something. Like laughing Buddha and all that we are keeping at home, that bamboo, everything. They can keep Bhagavad Gita. Somebody will read and somebody will get the benefit out of that. So make everyone life happy. Books, if we can buy books with our own money and just distribute. That is real Srila Prabhupada mission. He did like 2 hours only, he was sleeping and he was writing books for us. And now, what treasure we got. When we get everything easily, we don't have value. But when there is obstacles, restrictions, then we have value for that. So value this thing, what we got, what Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, all these our acharyas, Goswamis, what they gave us, just treasure it, keep in our heart, and give that, make that bhakti so powerful, flourish and give to everyone. So thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much, Simeshwar Prabhuji, for giving me this opportunity for my purification and glorifying my Guru also. So thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki Jai. Hare Krishna. It's 8 minutes over. Dimeshwar Prabhuji is there.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
It's
Krishna.
very nicely you explain everything.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada Mataji.
I have one question. You were talking about parrot and the tree. Achintya Veda Ved. Can you explain the parrot and the trees, green trees and a
So,
parrot?
yeah. So Mataji, sometimes we find the that game, na? Find the things, right? They everything is merged inside, and then we have to find clearly, right? Something is merged, and then they ask, find the this thing like cat is there, or and all these they look same. Like that, if tree is there, all leaves are green, and there is a parrot like green color, right? Same color, what parrot color sari also I'm wearing. If it is there, and leaves are also same color. So if you see, then it looks same, right? Like that means he is there, he is merged, but still he is distinct. Means
Separate.
separate from that. Same thing, Krishna is merged. Krishna is everywhere, each living entity, in each heart, everywhere, wherever. You can't say Krishna is not here. In the air also, all these elements, all these little molecules, atoms, everywhere he is there. But oneness is there, but still he is aloof. He doesn't get any contamination of our karma, what we are doing, what we are eating. He is Atmaram. He doesn't need anything, right? He is just watching us. He is drashta. He is watching. He is a witness. There is oneness, but still he is distinct. That
It's
the
separate from the.
separate, yeah. But still he is merged in each element. So that is
Thank you, Mataji.
Hari.
And they say Bhagavatam, the 53, 54, 55, which canto?
Oh, yeah, that
They
I
did, in the book, it did not mention, it's written 53, 54, 55, 56, like
I
that.
also didn't go through that, but I will go through that, Mataji, and I will let you know what is that.
Okay, well, which canto? So we can read detail.
Sure, Mataji, yeah. Or Simeshwar Prabhuji might have known that.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Very
For
nice class.
nice question, Mataji. Thank you for your blessing also. I took your blessing before.
Thank you.
But it's first canto, Mataji.
This is first
Oh,
canto.
first canto, okay.
Chaturshloki Bhagavatam.
Acha,
Okay,
Chaturshloki
got it.
Bhagavatam. Okay, yeah, first canto. And yeah, these verses number. Yeah. Okay, anybody has any question or any comments or improvements, reflections? Thank you, everyone. Like Kanika Mataji is there, Purvi Mataji is there.
Haribol Mataji, thank you so much. Sorry I joined a little late, but
No.
it was very nice. Yeah, I got few things from it, and I always pick up few things from there, which you can use it in your day-to-day life. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji.
Haribol.
Sachirani Mataji. Oh, Padmamukhi Mataji also there. I know they are working, but still they join. Maybe she.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, both of you. You can talk.
Go ahead, Mataji.
Nothing. It's just thank you, Mataji. Thank you for that wonderful class and so many wonderful things. Of course, Chaitanya Charitamrita is like a treasure trove. And thank you so much for all that wonderful explanations. So, Mataji, one doubt I had was that again, the parrot and the tree thing. Is it also related to our situation, right? Like the Achintya Bheda Bhava, Bheda Abheda is like we are qualitatively one, but we are quantitatively different from the Lord. So it is also our position, right? Like you
Yeah, it's
explained,
our position
Krishna's.
only. Yeah, it's Srila Prabhupada just quoted that example to understand, because we don't understand unless somebody gives example, we don't understand, right? So we are like, we have that same quality, like ocean. We take a drop of ocean, it has same quality, but quantitatively very minute. The same, he is merged, he is there, like all the qualities we have, he is there, but still he is aloof, he is distinct from us. That is Achinta Veda.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, that was the question I had.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Very well explained, Mataji. As usual, you speak from the heart. And that comes across. So very nicely explained and points put forth. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all glories to our seniors and association or congregation. Thank you so much. Hare. Anybody has any question? Anjana Mataji, Ashish Prabhuji. Ramkrishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Yes, Mataji. Mataji, very nice class. You made it very easy to understand. And also the reading part. Like this time, somehow, the way I was reading, it was quick. Maybe I heard that before also, those rasas, but it's very nice. I'm still learning, so I'll keep on learning.
Everybody, we are also learning, Mataji. We are just for giving class, we just go in detail so that we can speak. Whatever we hear, we are just explaining, not from us, all from our acharyas, our seniors. Whatever we are hearing, reading, through different classes, different lectures, katha, and we are same boat.
And also, Mataji, you really mentioned in the beginning very nicely. That is also new for some devotees who don't know everything about ISKCON, about the Mangala Aarti time, how we start from the Guru Puja.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was very nice
Even
example. And also, you gave very nice example and you made a good connection with the
even
class.
the Guru Puja also, that Sansara Dava, it starts with that. After that, Tulsi Aarti, and then Prabhupada Aarti at 7:15, and then Guru Mukha Padma Vakya, and Shri Guru Charana Padma, Kevala Bhakti Satma, Shri Guru Charan, from there only our bhakti starts. And Srila Prabhupada is amazing Jagat Guru. What Kranti he made in the whole world.
Yes, very nicely, Mataji. And now if we visit those places where he like spent time, he did chanting, he started and he spent more time there. So I just visited few places
Mhm.
and I'm thinking like I will try if I can visit all the places where he spent
Right,
time. And
Mataji, you are doing, yeah, you are going to New Vrindavan and all that. So very nice, very nice.
so because when we go there, we feel it. We
Yeah.
feel it like the really bhakti happened there
Mm.
and really happened it for long there. And that place is holding not only that place, I mean, uh, where it started. And when we come to know what happens, like the feeling we get first, oh, something is special about that place. And the information is coming later. So what
Yeah, yeah.
happened, who did? So it's so nice. And you also mentioned like our seniors and all this association. Yes, this association is working like a magic
Magic.
in
Only magic.
people's
And
life.
yeah, and
Mm.
COVID is a miracle for us actually.
Yes, this online classes and all that, it made it easy, right? Who cannot go in person.
Continuously like since
Mm,
5 years, right? It
it's
started in
very
19.
nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji.
And wherever these places, Mataji, Srila Prabhupada, Charan touched that places, New Vrindavan, so Potomac Temple. So Srila
Right.
Prabhupada came in person. So that place has so much potency. When we go, we feel that,
Yes.
right? Yeah. So we are really fortunate, Mataji. Very, very.
In the beginning, like it was the feeling we were getting something special about the place. And now more and more we visit. Now coming back is like becoming hard.
Hard, hard to come back. Yeah.
राइट तो जैसे बोलते हैं ना कि वृंदावन जाते हैं लोग हंसते
But,
हंसते जाते हैं रोते रोते आते हैं so this thing started happening
uh, uh,
even like our temple like
temple also, yeah. We
I
see
can
on
stay in
Sunday,
temple if I
everybody
don't
try to
have to
call
come
children
back.
also, come, let's go tomorrow. We have school, job, and all that. But really, like when we meet all these devotees, one day if someone doesn't come, the next week we say, oh, so many, like it's like more than year we didn't meet
Yes.
like that, right?
Yeah, and we start worrying, oh, why that person didn't come back? Because I mean, that's why I said it's the magic in this association.
That is the magic of bhakti, magic of Srila
Yes.
Prabhupada's the parampara.
Mm.
Really, really wonderful parampara we have. It's amazing, Mataji. Priceless treasure we got.
Yes.
We don't
Some
want anything beyond this.
sometimes I worry about those people or our friends or relatives, near and dear ones who are missing this.
Yeah. But we should give them also, Mataji. That is a Srila Prabhupada movement is that
Yeah.
one. We have to always give like to our relatives. Always tell, Jare dekho tare ko Krishna Upadesh Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says. So we can tell them, see, it is
Yes.
Sukruti. In association of devotees, they will get that Sukruti and their bhakti will start. So like that, it is an infection. It is a disease. Krishna consciousness is disease. Like uh, we uh, we will spread all over, and we had to do that 335, right? By 2035 we had to make 3% of America people like devotee. So it's a big
Mm.
responsibility in our hands. So we should not feel like pity, but we have to give them bhakti. And that is most important thing, and that is real Krishna consciousness.
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, I'm trying. I'm giving them the books. I'm asking them. I'm giving slowly them some
Yeah,
information.
step by step.
Some are saying, oh no, not possible. As वो क्या क्या वो
That's
ये
okay.
क्या
That's okay,
करेंगे?
man.
But I said, okay. Whenever I meet them, I still like try to figure out where they are standing right now. If they are,
See,
you
we
know,
do our part. We did
yes.
our part. Then Krishna will take care. And wherever we go for book distribution, also just pray to Srila Prabhupada. And he gives the guidance. And he makes, when fundraising we were doing for our temple, where that time only I joined. It was Kartik month. That time I was not knowing anything. But I was just praying in the evening. This time only, means Kartik month is always like winter time, right? And I
Yeah.
was praying to Srila Prabhupada, and I could collect 5,000 that time. And I was amazed. Everybody like Krishna Karuna Prabhuji was there. He was like, Mataji, what do you say? How they are giving you funding for our temple? I say, I don't know. I just pray to Srila Prabhupada and I go. And my children also, they were little. They used to come, and maybe they were thinking, oh, it's so cold, and she is coming for temple. And I was saying, see, our deities are ready, but we want temple for our deity. So maybe they were thinking, oh, they are coming in so cold, and so Srila Prabhupada makes that arrangements. So we have to just pray to him and go for book distribution or giving bhakti also. Just pray to him and he takes care.
Yes. Yes. Mataji.
Very good.
Hare Krishna. Hari Bol.
Anybody?
Hare Krishna. From today's class about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, do your duty without expecting awards. Stay calm in success and failure. See God in everyone and everything. Control your desires and focus on what matters. Live with purpose and devotion to God. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. What's your name?
Purandareshwari.
Vrindavaneshwari?
Purandareshwari.
How to spell?
Purandhareswari.
Okay. So how old are you? Very nice. Every day you are reading, so nice. So you are hearing all the classes, right?
Yeah.
How old are you?
10.
10. Very nice. Just keep it up. Okay. You have sibling also?
Yeah.
Okay. So older or younger?
Younger.
So brother or sister?
Brother.
Okay. So give him also. Okay. And
Yeah.
continue. Every day listen and continue and progress in your bhakti. Hari. Thank you so much.
Which book he's reading?
Yeah. Answer which book is you are reading every day? Hari bol. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Ram Krishna Prabhuji. Which book is reading?
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Mataji. So, yeah, our Bhagavad Gita only, Mataji. So, yeah.
So he always correlating, right? Bhagavad Gita.
Right. Yeah. From Bhagavad Gita only,
Very
we try to understand what is the essence of today class and what she can learn and what I need to learn as a family. So,
very
uh,
good, Prabhuji.
yeah, like that we're doing, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank
Really nice
thank you,
class.
Prabhuji. And make other also neighbors and everyone also like that. Her
Yes.
friends and other also.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, Prabhuji. If there is no question or discussion, we can conclude here.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mataji. It was a nice and wonderful class. Thank you so much. Okay, let's conclude then. It's already 8:25. So let's pray together. Vancha kalpatarupasya, Kripa sindhubhyevacha, Nidana pavanebhyo, वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि हरि।
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
थैंक यू सो मच। हरे कृष्ण।